Let's
Okay.
just do some like B-roll stuff.
Oh,
Like
you
what
know
do
what I
we?
was thinking earlier? Do we take a picture for the cover,
We
or what do we
can.
do? Or do we should we just post like a picture of Disney World?
We can do both. Why not?
It's up to you.
Let's get crazy with
Whatever
it.
route you want to go down. Let's get crazy.
If you want to get
Let's
nuts,
just
let's
get
get
wild.
nuts.
Okay. Anyways, enough of that. We're recording now.
Enough of that.
Okay. So we're doing an intro and then we just
Yep.
get into it.
Yep.
Okay. Are you saying it?
Sure. Anywho's.
Hey, friends.
Hey, friends.
Today I'm going to ride some rides, eat some snacks, and have a magical kind of day.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, friends. Welcome to the Mad Tea Party with Russ and Sam, where it's always an unbirthday and the tea is always hot.
Always hot.
Always hot.
Today we are going to be rating opening day attractions in Disney World.
Opening day attractions. There really isn't that
Okay, let's
many. I
see.
was actually surprised by this list.
I thought there was like 7 originally.
Yeah, I won't
Now
far off.
it's
I thought it was going to be like 8 or 9. There's actually, what,
14 of them.
14 of them?
Yeah, 14.
So, in my mind, we're going to rank them backwards. So you start with your
Yes,
worst, work your way up to number
I
1.
agree.
The big reveal.
Yes, the big reveal. Okay, do you
So
want to
let's
go
start.
first?
Yeah, let's start with you, Sammy. Go ahead. What is your
You want to start
top
with me?
opening day attractions? What's number
Well, my
14?
least. Okay, I chose Prince Charming Regal Carousel for 14.
Why?
This is because I don't ride this ever. I couldn't even think of one time that I've ever rode this,
What did
and
Prince
I've been
Charming do
going
to
my whole
you?
life. You know, he really got to me.
You know
Carousel,
Cinderella's like horses on there, or is it his horse?
is
I
it?
can't remember.
I know there's a special horse.
There's a special horse.
I'm sure I'm sure it's his. She didn't have horses, did she?
I mean, she had pumpkins. She had mice.
She had, she had, you know what? If there was a pumpkin on there, I would ride it. Horses.
Yes.
I just think, I guess the reason why I don't really ride that, or it would be 14 for me, is because I could do a carousel anywhere, or I feel like I could do one anywhere. Like I've been to a lot where I live,
Right.
so I'd rather do something that they have that's special for them.
No, that makes sense.
What's yours?
Number 14, I had Hall
Mm-hmm.
of Presidents. I
Okay.
mean, to me, a Hall of Presidents is just where you go to sleep. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's not
No.
something that I have on my bucket list.
Good napping space.
It is.
I agree.
And back to the
Actually,
Carousel of Progress. I mean, Carousel of Progress.
carousel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Prince Charming's Carousel. It is Cinderella's horse.
Is it? You looked it
It
up?
is. I did. I looked it up. I had to know.
Is this like, what is it? Rats that, like the mice that turn into the horse?
Yes.
Okay, well that makes it a little bit more special, I guess. But I'm still probably not gonna ride it.
It
I
has
would
a.
ride it if there was something, if I'm like waiting for a lightning lane and it had a 5-minute wait.
Me too. Me too. Like most of the time, it's kind of during the morning and evening. It's not busy, so
Yeah. But
yeah.
13, I put Hall of Presidents
Huh. Why?
because I thought at least you could get a nap out of
Yes, the Hall of Presidents
it.
is a good nap ride.
Yes.
It's
I
absolutely
wouldn't
golden.
say I'm quite entertained. It's still low, but I thought I could take a nap there versus riding a carousel. Can't nap
I
on
mean,
a
you could try
horse.
to nap on the carousel. I wouldn't recommend it unless you get the like
I
cart.
think that's true. Like the bench.
Yeah, but it doesn't last
I
long
just
enough for
think
you to take a nap.
exactly. I think it's like 2 minutes long, if that.
Right. All right. So my 13th was the Enchanted Tiki Room.
Okay, why?
It's a good place for a nap. It's so long. Like it doesn't.
It's so
It's
long.
so long.
I never got to see it when they changed it. Because didn't they have like Iago and all those people in there?
Yeah.
All the like Disney birds?
It was.
I
Yeah.
never
It
saw
wasn't much different. It was just the voices. You heard them. That was it.
that. Yeah, that I can't do that right. I mean, I can't do that. I felt like almost a couple of the ones that I put for the bottom were pretty much even.
Yeah.
I just like had to put it into a list.
So these last ones here are like pretty much, hey, you've done everything else. What else can we do?
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
way I feel about
Especially
it.
if everything else, they're all practically even, like an even mush of things, which I know that certain people like it, which that's okay. I'm just like a very ride heavy person. So for me, these are all just kind of like last case scenario rides or attractions. So my
Right.
next one, I put Country Bears.
Is that number 12?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
I can
put
see
that, the
that.
only reason I put that is because between that, so okay, for 12, I did Country Bears. For 11, I did Tiki Room. And the only reason I did that was because I'm like, there's more to look at. Like, so in Country Bears, I'm like kind of bored and I space out because I feel like there's not much. You just
Well,
see like that
it's
one
new
bear,
now,
a couple
so
bears singing.
maybe it's different.
And I don't know how long. I don't know.
One
I
of them
don't
catches
know when
on
I'm gonna
fire. I
see that
saw.
new show. Okay, wasn't that they just catch on fire? I thought originally when I saw a clip of that, I was like, is that part of the new show? But then I saw the audience all getting taken out, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
First,
he was
Tiana breaks
smoking for
down.
sure.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
All right, so for my 12th, I had the carousel, and for my
Hmm
11th, I had Country Bears.
Yeah, so we're like
We're
feeling the
almost dead
same.
even.
Yeah, which I'm not shocked by. We're
No.
so similar.
All right, so what's number 10?
Wait, did we say 11?
We did.
Oh yeah, we did. 10. I put the railroad.
Really?
I never go on it. I always forget about it, and that's the only
Love
reason.
the
Okay,
railroad.
I have certain reasons for doing this. It's not that I don't love it. I I was asking myself different questions, like when I was picking these out. Like if you had one day to go, or like 1 hour in Disney World, what ride are you riding?
1 hour?
Like what do you choose? Yeah, if you could do one thing in the park, let's just say you were passing by and you had to go home and you're like, I'm just gonna go and ride one thing. And that's how
Okay.
I worked like in elimination. Was
Based on
like
this list
the
or based
railroad, I
on
wouldn't
what's there
choose
now?
no this list.
Okay.
So I was going through this list and I was trying to think if I could go to one of these rides and then I would just keep eliminating. So the railroad, it's not that I don't love it, it's actually, it's to me something sort of equivalent to like the people mover. Like it's just relaxing for me to go on there, cool, seeing all the stuff around the
Right.
park. But when I wouldn't choose the other ones more over that.
Okay. So for my 10th one, I had Riverboat. I had Mark Twain's. Is it Mark Twain's Riverboat?
I don't know.
See, I don't even know
I
what it's
just put
called. That shows you how
Riverboat.
often I.
It's Liberty Square. It's just called Liberty Square Riverboat.
Yeah. Well, that's my 10th day. I think I've ridden it like
Yeah.
3 times total.
Okay, that's true. Now I regret my choice because my next one, which is 9, right,
Right.
is Riverboat. And I only we're so similar. This is so funny. So I wish I would have switched those though. Now that I think about it, because I would rather ride the train than that.
Yeah. I'm going to mix it up with my 9th. Mine's Tomorrowland Speedway.
Okay, fair enough. Why?
It's so hot.
Hot?
Yes. You're like in this car going a half a mile per hour, sitting in black seats in the Florida sun. You're just dying. At least a riverboat, you can like.
Funny.
Well, I mean, I got
Go
the riverboat
inside.
lower. Yeah, I should have switched those two.
What was that for? 9?
9.
Okay. What did I say for 9?
What
I
did
said
you say for 9?
Riverboat.
Riverboat. All right.
A
So
riverboat, yeah.
what do you have for 8?
Tomorrowland Speedway.
Wow.
It's like, of course. Of course. I was laughing when you first said that. So I was like, of course. We're on this. For me, though, it's not even just that it's hot. It's like you cannot drive that thing for your life.
No, you can't.
Don't blame the kids. I tried it. You think like the wheel, you just like move it like a tad, and you're like whacking that little like middle thing,
Right? And you're
and then you're
driving
like,
with
oh, I turned it too much.
you have a colander
Uh-huh.
as your steering wheel. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, I've never not had a line behind me on that ride because I cannot figure out those wheels. And I've had conversations with people where they're like, I bet when that ride first came out, the cars worked like perfectly. I
I'm
just
sure they
think that
did.
they're not updating them, which I wish they updated it.
They should.
But for me, no, I'm like, oh, at least if there's a kid in the car driving with me, I can blame the kid.
So
But when I went with like Joe, I was like, I can't.
So
I
here's
was like
what
a
they should
crazy
do with
person.
the Tomorrowland Speedway. And this is just my thoughts.
Yeah.
If you ever go to Myrtle Beach or Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge or any of those like high touristy places like that, they always have those go-kart places.
Yes, it should be go-karts.
They should use those. Just let the parents
Yes, I've
drive.
said the same thing.
Instead of the little track going like this and
The track wouldn't be
breaking
as
your
bad
back and
if
your
the
neck
wheels and the yeah, the cars are, oh my gosh. Trying to climb into those cars or get out of getting out is the worst for me. I'm like, what in the world? Why am I so low on the floor? I'm like, it's like, when you get out of Space Mountain, you're like climbing out for your life.
Yeah. And you fall backwards into the other seat.
You're like, excuse me, didn't mean to sit in your lap. That's how I feel on Tomorrowland
Let me get it out
Speedway.
of this sardine can. Give me a minute.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing to me they need to fix. That and because if it was on the track though, and the wheels worked, and it ran, and the cars went faster.
Yes, I will say
it was legit.
I will say Disneyland is their Autotopia is better.
The cars work better.
The whole thing's better. Like, you actually go and, as you're driving through things, you actually see things.
That's what I like about ours during like Christmas time. I don't know if they, I forgot if they did that during like Halloween time, but they actually like, put like decorations around
Right.
for Christmas. But it's like, I want to see more. Like, there needs to be more going on.
More.
More. I can't get off like in the middle of, you know, the lane and just hop out of the car. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I have to like suffer through it.
Then the kid, you try to let the kids drive, and it's just like the whole way.
Yeah. See, I'm cool with it because I'm like, do your thing. Because if I drive and they see me driving and I'm driving like a crazy person, they're gonna be like, "What's she doing?"
She's like, do your thing.
She's trying to kill that kid. Yeah.
All right. So what do you
You're
have
probably
for
gonna
8?
drive better than me. Tomorrowland Speedway.
That's right. You just told me that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
but seriously.
Mad Tea Party. Big
Mad
shock.
Tea Party?
I know. Yeah.
You don't like spinning?
No. I can't spin.
Why?
It makes.
Did you used to be able to
I
spin?
used to be able to. So I have found the older you get, the worse it gets.
Yeah,
So we went to Dollywood
that's true.
a few years ago, and they
Uh-huh.
have kind of like a teacup ride. It's called the Lemon Drop. And basically, it's the same thing. You just spin around. I had the thing
Yeah.
spinning so fast. And when we got off, I was just like, you're going to have to give me like an hour. I couldn't handle it. Like, no more spinning
Yeah.
stuff. After that, I was like, I am done. So now when we go ride
I'm getting there, but I'm not there.
Yeah, you'll get there. Give it time.
Stop it. Don't wish that upon me.
So now we'll ride the Tea Party, but we won't ride, like, I won't spin it. We'll just go around.
Yeah. That's a nice little, it's nice like that though, because I did that last time and I was like, see,
It's
I
not
used to
bad.
like try to spin it hard. So like me and
Yeah.
Joe, when we would ever go, she was really muscular, so I'd be like, spin it, because she did like MMA fighting and stuff. We'd both be grabbing the wheel and trying to go, and then we'd let go, and I'd like slam into her because I couldn't handle how fast we're going. And I'm like, oops, sorry. It was so funny. And then
Oopsie.
the last time I was like, man, I can't do that. I can still spin it, but I'm
No.
like, I can't control myself when it's going too fast.
Yeah. To me, it's just, it just tears me up. I can't. I'm like, no, I'm done.
That was one of my favorite rides as a kid, though. 'Cause
Really?
I was thinking about it. I was like, this list would have been different last year. It would have been different like 5 years ago. Maybe not last year. Like 5 years ago, and when I was like a kid. I love teacups because I'm like, one, it's always like a 5 to 10 minute ride or wait. But for two, we get to spin really fast.
Right. No,
I
that
would
makes
spin,
sense.
spin like as fast as I can. Yeah. But there's people in my group that they can't spin anymore, like at all. It's
Yeah.
been like that for them for like a while.
And when I went to ride Cosmic Rewind, I was scared it was going to happen to me because I know it spins, but I know it don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't spin like this.
It doesn't.
just, yeah. But
Are you like that
thankfully-
for Toy Story Mania?
No.
That's okay. Because you
Yeah.
get whipped around a little bit on that.
You do get whipped, but it's not a constant spin. It's just like a sharp turn.
True. Yeah.
Number 7.
Okay, well, what's your number 7?
No, you first.
Fine. I put Dumbo.
Really? Poor Dumbo. He gets so much
Really?
crap. Yeah. So why Dumbo?
I don't know.
What did
Because I
Dumbo
feel
do?
like I like the other ones more. This,
I mean,
okay,
that's fair.
7 and up, I love all of these rides. It was really hard to like determine. It was
It
really hard
was,
to determine.
and there's some of them are the same. They're just different themed.
Yeah. So to me, it's like the bottom ones were all kind of a mush of I don't care for you. So it's a little difficult to put in order. Same with these. So
It's
Dumbo,
like,
I love Dumbo. It's just I was thinking about like, do I go on this? Like I was kind of like, one, do I go on these rides every trip or anything like that? Two, if I only had one ride to ride there, what would I choose? So I was like going in that order. So I love Dumbo. I just don't think
see, you went
I don't
about
think
it
it would top anything else.
completely. Yeah, you went about it completely the opposite of the way I did it.
What did you do?
Oh, I just guessed. I threw darts.
Yeah.
It's like, sure, we'll put this one
You had
here.
no
We'll put it. It was like a
preferences?
puzzle.
Yeah. I was
Well,
thinking of mixing them
yeah,
up a bit.
some of them I was like, yeah, I knew like where on the list it was going to be. I knew one.
Yeah.
I
I
knew
knew
Hall of
if it was going to
Presidents
be
was
on the
going to be at
bottom
the
or top.
right. I knew Hall of
Yeah.
Presidents would be at the bottom for sure. But I also knew the
Yeah.
ones I really enjoyed were going to be up top. It was
Of
just a
course.
matter of putting them in some kind of sequential order.
Our bottom rides were still similar, and I feel like our top rides are going to be so different now.
Well, my seventh was Snow White.
7th?
Yeah.
Why didn't you like that ride? Why is it
Um.
7th? I'm not going to say don't like. 7th is an
So I
okay
had a really
number.
hard time because the only time I remember riding this is when I was really little, and then I rode the one at Disneyland, and it was just like okay for me.
Mm-hmm.
But it was better than like spinning uncontrollably and feeling sick. So I was like, I'll put that one next.
True. Yeah.
And it definitely beats, driving with a colander down in the heat,
Yeah,
smelling gas
that's so
fumes.
true. Yeah. Crawling out, trying to climb a mountain to get out of it.
Rolling out of the car just to stand up.
Yeah. It's like, help me. And I'm short too, so I'm like, pull me up, cast member.
Just cast member. Hit me.
Julie. Help!
Just stand there like this. Hit me.
They're like dragging me by the arm out. That'd be
Wow.
That's so funny. Instead, they just the people. Okay, this is what I don't like about that though, is that they have the people there waiting. They don't just like let me get out in peace. Someone is sitting there like watching me struggle get out of this car, and I'm like, did you have to be witnessing this? They're all just standing there like on the thing, like, oh. 10 minutes later. It's been 84 years.
They're the ones that get on the radio. We got a 223 in process.
Calling it in.
The
Ma'am, you need to
green
get out
car,
of here.
number 18.
How embarrassing would that be?
They have their like own little forum.
They're like, just go around again. Try this again in 20 minutes.
It'll be the next headline on their like little news edition.
Vlog.
Their little vlog going on.
That'd be so funny. All the content creators are gonna be like filming me. That's so funny. Okay, what was that number?
Number 6. What do you got?
Oh, I put It's a Small World. And like, don't get me wrong, I like this ride. I like it a lot more now than I did as a kid. As a kid, I feel like I was influenced a lot where I would hear people making fun of it. Or like, you know that Family Guy episode? Do you remember
uh, poor Stewart.
Where- yeah, they like stole him and
It's
put
like
him on the
little
ride.
children at work. Wow.
Yeah. So it's like I always knew people were like, "Oh, that song's gonna drive me nuts," or like that song stays in your head, or such a long ride. That, but now that I always think about that episode every time I look at those little dolls.
I
Stewie?
always, yeah, I always think of the episode with Ross where he's talking about, him and his ex-wife. The ride breaks down,
Hmm.
so him and his ex-wife go behind a couple of like robotic dolls and like have sex.
Oh my god! Wait, that
Like,
was in
oh my
Disney
god,
World?
it was Disneyland. One
Oh
of
my god, that's
friends.
so funny. Why
Yeah,
do I not remember that?
I don't know. You need to go back and watch
I
that
remember
episode.
that, but I didn't remember that it was Disneyland.
Yeah,
Ross,
he said it was on the Small World.
silly you. Oh my god, that's terrible.
It is terrible.
That's so funny. I need to watch that now.
All right.
That I like it though. I know that seems low. I like it though. I feel like now that I'm looking around at things and noticing more and like I can appreciate the culture. Like when I was 5, I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Dude, Small World at Disneyland is so much better than the one at Disney World.
Yeah, but that's because it has like all the characters.
It does. Now, I will say, I like the fact that Disney World, you start inside. Because we started
Hmm.
outside on Disneyland, and it was hot as 40
Oh
hells.
god.
Yeah. So you're sitting in this boat just like marinating in this heat.
That's horrible. The water's like bubbling.
It is. It's like no wonder that dude took his clothes off. He was it was fucking hot. Walking around, no drawers on, just seeing fuck. He's like,
Oh,
fuck this.
having like a heat wave, heat stroke.
Uh,
He's like, what
for
is
real.
happening? That's
Exactly.
so funny. I I would see that it's like partially outside. I didn't know that's like where you got on it.
Yeah, that's where you get on and get off.
I could see that being entertaining, but yeah, I wouldn't like that if it was hot. But see, like
Yeah.
part of me loves that you see the characters in Disneyland, but then part of me feels like I like that they're not like that in Disney World.
I like that they're different.
Yeah, if they were both the same, I don't know how I would feel.
Yeah.
Like
It's
Tower
like,
of Terror, I'm glad that they kept one as Tower
yeah,
of
I
Terror
like the
and then they switched to
differentness.
only
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Haunted Mansion is different in both.
Oh, I can't wait to try that. I haven't been to Disneyland, so for me, I'm
Oh, you
excited
need
for
to,
like all that differentness.
yeah, you need to go.
Yeah, I know. I was
All
supposed
right.
to go last like November. All right, go on. Where are we? 5?
Number 6. You said
6,
Small
that's
World.
it's a small world.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
mine's the railroad.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
love the railroad.
What was your last one?
Snow White.
You chose that over Snow White?
Yeah, I love the railroad. It's nice and relaxing. You can go around.
That's true.
It's fun.
I'm always like, oh, I have to be doing something.
No, you just give me a snack and put me on the railroad. I can stay there all day. It's like the People Mover.
That's true. It is, but you obviously see it like a lot more, which is
Yeah.
cool. And you could get off. I need to ride that more. I
The
need to
one-
start taking advantage of that and being like, when I want to get to the other end of the park, I need to start taking this.
It depends on the day. Because you'll wait in
Why?
line longer
There's
to
a
get on the
line?
railroad. Yeah.
The last time I went, there was no line at all.
Then it's worth it. Now, the one at Disneyland,
Yeah.
actually, you go through a tunnel and, like, off to the side, you can see it has some kind of, like, show going on where it shows, like, dinosaurs and all kinds of stuff. It's really
Oh
weird.
man, that's awesome. It's
you
really
actually-
weird. I'm like, it's awesome.
Well,
It's
and
weird.
you sit facing, like, to the right side. You know, at Disney World, you're, like, facing the engine.
Forward, yeah.
Yeah. At Disneyland,
That's
you're
weird.
facing, like, the train at Animal
To
Kingdom.
the right.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other side.
Right. Your back
That'd
is
be
to the other
boring.
side, so you're facing Disneyland the whole time.
Yeah. That's kind of cool, I guess. It's a little weird, but it's kind of cool.
It's different. It's just the little differences that make things worth
But
it.
I can appreciate that. Like, to me, I think, yeah. It's like if they were the exact same, why would I go to Disneyland?
Right.
So that makes sense. I wish I gave that more love on my list now. Now I'm sad.
Regretting your life choices.
Oh God, what am I doing? I'm gonna think about this in the middle of the night. Wake up at like 4 a.m. Like, what did I do?
Updated list. Everything's changed.
Yeah, we're coming back now.
All right. What do you have for 5? Top 5.
I put
Here we
Snow
go.
White's Scary Adventure.
Really?
Yeah, top 5. Dun dun dun. Okay, so what I did though is I rewatched it. I remember it. Like, I remember the trees and like that stuff, or when she turns around the queen. But I don't remember the rest of the ride. So I watched it on YouTube, and I was like, yeah, if this was still here, I think this would fit at number 5. But you know me, I like spooky things. So to me, it being like slightly scary
That's true.
seems
I'll give you that.
entertaining. Yeah. Like, we don't get a lot of that in Disney, so to me, I think that was awesome. Plus, it's like, what's the difference between that and like Winnie the Pooh?
It's darker. But I mean, you're basically just going through the story of Snowy White. Snowy White. Snow White.
Snowy.
Snowy. We're just
Little Snowy.
that's her nickname. Snowy.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, you are. But I feel like that's how the movie is. Because didn't they take it out because everyone was scared?
I think so, yeah. But
I'm pretty
Disney,
sure.
I mean, we did Disneyland's and they actually revamped it. So they put like all new animatronics
nice?
and stuff in it. Yeah.
Like, if I chose between Winnie the Pooh and that, I would choose that. To me, like, they're the same. Except one is spookier.
Yeah. I probably would too, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Not that I'm hating on Winnie the Pooh. We
No,
love
we like
you.
we like Winnie the Pooh.
Yes. I love the jumping, like the hopping scene. But you know what's my favorite part of the Winnie the Pooh is the nightmare room.
Yes.
There's something
Go
wrong
nightmares.
with me. Yeah. I'm like, ooh, clowns and Jack in the Boxes scaring us. Yay.
Elephants stealing all the honey.
I need help. I need professional help. Oprah. Dr. Phil.
All right,
Okay.
so your
What's
number
your
5
number
was Snow
5?
White. Mine's Small
Yep.
World.
Okay.
I like the Small World.
That's fitting. I do too. I think it's, I kind of like how long it is too.
I bet you our top 3 are the exact same.
Yeah, I think you know what my top 3 are though.
Yeah, but I don't
You know
know
me.
that it was planned that way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
All right,
Definitely.
what's number 4?
Mine was Mad Tea Party.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure our top three are the same. Mine was Tea Party only because I do like going on that and I still spin sometimes. But I knew that that was always like a favorite ride. So to me, it's also nostalgic.
Right.
It's like quick to get on. I think anytime I think, oh, that line's too long, I'm like, no problem. We could ride that Tea Party 5 times.
That's
Someone's
fair.
sleepy.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So now
But
my
yeah,
number
so
four.
to me, it's just, go ahead.
My number 4 is Dumbo.
Okay, go on. Why is that
I like
number 4?
Dumbo
But what
because
do you like
it's
about it? Because you like Dumbo, Dumbo? Or you just like that style
I
of
remember
ride?
watching the cartoon, and I like. Well, no, nobody likes that style of ride except kids.
I do.
Do you?
I do. Yeah. I don't go out of my way to go on those.
Right.
See, that's the thing. It's like when it's a preference thing, it's like, no, if you're asking me to compare, I'll never choose something else. I'm never choosing that over Space Mountain.
Yeah.
But
Like what do you have?
I like
Astro
it.
Orbiter, the Carpet, and Dumbo. They're more or less the same
Yeah.
thing. If I had to choose one of those
Yeah.
three, it would be Dumbo all the time. It's nostalgic. It's
But Astro Orbiter is like scary
it is.
and cool.
Yeah, it goes a little faster.
I actually get scared a little. I'm like, I don't want to go so high. Everybody goes all the dude. Oh my god, what's the one where you? Oh, you know what it was? It was Dinosaur. There's one where you can put people in the back of you, which is like that on the carpets too. But I was on the
Oh, where it goes
dinosaur
like
ride
this.
at Animal Kingdom. Yeah,
It
it
goes
goes
like
like
that?
back. One person goes back and forth, and then one person goes up and down. So the person in front goes up or down, and I'm like, yes, I love this. But they sat someone behind me, and they were going forward and backward, and I was like, oh my god, I'm terrified. You're gonna like tip me out of this thing.
Like this thing's gonna break and
We're
we're gonna
Dumbo.
die.
Yeah, you like go forward and backward. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this little kid. It was like a kid, and their mom's like, this is so great. You're so cute. And I was like, oh my god, you better stop. I can't handle it. You're about to make the lady in front of us cry, is what
So
you
here-
should be saying.
So here's the real question: do you constantly go up and down, or do you leave it up?
I'll go like, okay, this is what I do. There's like a strategy to this.
Oh God!
I'll go up, but I'll drop it for like a second, and then I continue going up, and then you go like whoosh, like that. So you get that
You
little
go-
stomach pit feeling.
You do it again. You do what?
Like I'll push the thing to go up, and I'll drop it a little bit, and then go right back up. I just like do it for like a second.
Yeah. What does it do?
This.
Yeah. What's it called?
What did I say? Whoosh.
The whoosh.
Whoosh. Yeah.
The whoosh.
But it gives you that feeling like when you're on Tower of Terror. I'm like, ooh, little stomach drop. The whoosh.
So I go up and I stay there.
After I do that, I get to the top and then I stay there.
Dude,
I don't want to be like tipping forward.
The carpets, they'll spit. The camels, they'll spit on you.
Yeah. Not when you're on the ride though.
Yeah, they will.
When you're walking in the front of it.
On the ride too.
Are you kidding?
How
did I never know that?
So if you go all the way up, there's one high enough to get you, and then if you stay down, there's one low enough to get you. So you got to kind of do this.
Funny.
So they make you do this.
Whoosh.
Whoosh. You got to whoosh it.
They make you whoosh. See, I normally stay at the top, but I don't think that ever happened, or I just never paid attention, which could be possible.
Could be both.
I may have. Just not notice I'm getting like sprayed with water. No, I didn't know that. I knew that big one did outside of the ride. Although Dumbo, they don't have a back. They don't tip forward or
No,
backward.
they don't.
So out of all those rides, I like that one the best because of that. Also, it's Dumbo. How cute.
It's Dumbo. It's nostalgic.
But I like Astro
gotta ride
Orbiter because then you can see the castle and you can see like a lot of the park.
Right.
Not a lot of it, but a good amount.
Dumbo's fun when they're shooting the fireworks off.
Wouldn't Astro Orbiter though be fun?
Yeah, probably.
You'd see it right there. You'd be like up in the face of the fireworks. I'm gonna do that now that you just said that. I'm gonna write that
I'll
down
do
for my
Astro
next.
Orbiter. You do Dumbo.
Okay.
And we'll take notes.
You get footage from that, and I'll get footage from that.
Deal.
Deal. Okay.
Deal.
What's
All right.
next?
All right, going into our top three.
You think they're the exact same?
I think so.
Should we say three at the same time?
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
No. Say it.
Peter Pan.
I said Jungle Cruise.
Did you? Wow.
Yeah. The only reason I put Peter Pan first, because I wasn't going to. Jungle Cruise was going to be in 2. Was that's the only ride that they really make you fly like that, right?
Yeah.
I can't think of another ride. So to me, I was like, just for that, I'll give them that.
It is done well, even though it's like
Because it's like Jungle
50
Book. Like
years old.
sometimes, Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise, it's like I like that it's a boat ride because that to me is just relaxing. But like those jokes, sometimes are like dry, and I'm like, dude, I heard these 1,000,000 times. It's something
Yeah, but
to write it for.
every now and then you get a good skipper, and you're just like, yes.
Yeah, they'll all do the H2O backwards one, but like they'll have new stuff.
Right.
I'm like, that's awesome. Or they'll actually like play back with the crowd. But also sometimes like with the microphones, like I can't hear what they're saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Sounds like you're pulling in a McDonald's
And I'm like-
drive-through.
And I'm like, what was that? Literally, that's how it is. And I'm like, what? They sound like a pilot on an airplane.
It's like they stick their mic in their mouth.
Doesn't feel that. Yeah.
It's like they're eating
That's how they look like they do it. When they're doing it, they're like this.
it. Mm-hmm.
I never see like what their mouths look like. They're just talking like that the whole time. And I'm like, I don't know what you just said. I don't think it's their fault. I think like they need a better speaker.
Probably.
That's the only reason I put it for number 3.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Which
I'll
I
put
think
Peter
is,
Pan.
is the right
So-
choice.
Which makes my number
Why'd you
2.
pick Peter Pan?
Well, I like Jungle Cruise better. I like the Skippers.
Than Peter Pan.
Yeah,
I do like the Skippers. That one was a hard one.
it was. I could go either or, to be honest.
It's more, yeah, me too. Because part of me is like Jungle Cruise is more entertaining, and I love a boat ride. Like I love a boat ride, even like ferry rides to like the resorts and stuff.
Right.
It's just relaxing.
Okay, so we already know our number 2 is Jungle Cruise and Peter Pan.
Yep.
So, drum roll for number 1.
Do it.
Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion. The best.
Oh, I messed it
It's
up.
the best.
There we go. Yay! Haunted Mansion.
I love the Haunted Mansion.
So, had Pirates been on there, that would have been my number one.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, if Pirates, I mean, I don't know, it would have been up there. To me, I love Pirates just as much as I love Haunted Mansion. But you know what? I could say that about anything. So I would probably choose Thunder Mountain right now over both, depending on the situation, or Space
Right.
Mountain, just because I like thrill stuff better. But to me, Haunted Mansion, I have to go every single time I go there. And I like it at
Yeah.
night, and I like it during the day.
Same. But if it come down to it and they said you can only ride one more, Pirates or Haunted Mansion, what are you doing?
This is the debate that I have in the park. I'm like, well, let me think about it. What's the vibe feeling like? Oh, I don't know.
You only get one. Only one.
It depends. Like how many panicky. How many times did I ride both that day?
No, we're going to take that
See,
out of the
it's
factor.
circumstantial.
No, we're going to take that
Just
out.
I have to choose one.
Yes.
I would choose Haunted Mansion probably.
Let's say
I
I
don't
choose
know.
Pirates.
I don't know. It would break my heart, but I would choose Haunted Mansion.
I'd have to choose Pirates. I love Pirates. I could ride that all day
I
long.
love Pirates too. But so could I. But also, like, if I had to choose one, because there has been times where I've gone to the park and I've rode both once, and then we chose Pirates at the end of the night.
Right.
I just feel like, I don't know, because I know both like the back of my hand.
They're very
What
close.
I like about Haunted Mansion too is like if I like sometimes I ride by myself if I'm going in a group and then I just like relax in my little seat, watch all the little spookies. You
Your
know?
little doom buggy.
Yeah. Sit back and relax. That to me is more relaxing, and I like that I have my own space. So I think I would choose that.
That's a valid point. You're not sitting with
Also,
a bunch of other
I would
people.
play, yeah, and I used to play like a game. When me and my siblings would go down, we'd play a game where we would try to think what ghost are you getting at the end of the ride? So we'd do something like, I always wanted Gus.
See, I
I
don't
like
even
Ezra
know
now more.
I don't even know the ghosts' names. What are they?
There's Ezra. He's
The
the
face
tall,
you just
bald
made
one.
was like, how dare
How
you?
could you?
You're
We're
dead
not
to
friends
me.
anymore. It's Ezra's the tall one with the bald one. Phineas is the one with the top hat, and then Gus is the tiny one with the beard. And I always wanted him in my car. And you know what? I used to think that your photos were taken there. And
No,
people
your
are like,
photos.
no, it's the
Yeah, your photo's
picture
taken
frame.
looking
And then I
at
said,
the picture frame.
yeah. So I noticed that
Is it?
now. I'm like, darn, I used to
Is it
wonder like why am I what? It's the lady. It's
the cat,
no, what is it?
or is it the one
It's the cat lady,
Is
but
it the
the
cat
boat
lady?
is the flash that flashes on your face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is the cat lady. They say that, but every time I look at that cat lady, my eyes are up. So I'm like, that's not really where the camera is.
Yeah, I always forget about it, and I'm always like,
Looking around. See, I'll try to take a picture like that, but I'm looking like over here, looking over here, and I'll be doing something like that. Trying to take the picture, and I'm like, I look stupid every time. It's not the cat lady. It's somewhere around the cat lady. I think it's like under the cat lady.
Is it the woman with the Medusa with the snakes in her hair?
Oh wait, maybe that's it. So I was like, I thought the cat lady was like first. I thought it was cat lady, boat, Medusa. It is Medusa.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, look it up. But I know that the flash from the boat one
The end of the
is,
very first hallway.
yeah, it's Medusa. Because I know it's the third picture. But I feel like I was looking last time, and I think it's underneath that picture.
Yeah, it's probably like at the bottom, so you can get more of lined up with your
That's why I think
face.
everybody's eyes are up. So they're looking at the picture, but it's really
Right.
here.
Yep.
Because when they do the flash for the boat scene, that's the flash for your face. So we could take the picture. That's such a good ride.
It is.
How
I
is
thought it
that
was
not a
interesting when
number
you told
one?
me that. It was interesting when you told me that we actually die on that ride.
Yeah,
I had no
it's
idea.
cool. Yeah, I heard
It
about
makes
it like
sense
years
though.
ago. Yeah, they want you to be the 1,000th ghost. But then it doesn't really make sense because it says a ghost will follow you home. But you're supposed to be falling out back out of attic window. And
Yeah,
Constance, she was supposed to like kill you, which
she
is
doesn't do a very
awesome.
good job. We keep
No,
coming back.
yeah, get it together, Constance.
Get it together.
It's only people she marries, I guess.
Yep. Apparently.
But I knew that there's like two, like my favorite fact about that ride is that the two guys that made it, one guy wanted to be scary, one guy wanted to be fun, and they could not compromise. So they decided to split the ride in half. The scary guy got to go first, and then the fun guy got to do like the ghost in your thing in the graveyard.
Right. I remember
So he
watching
didn't
that.
want you. Yeah, I love that.
It's like
Every
behind
time
the
I see
ride.
that, I think, yeah. I'm like, oh, that
Hmm.
adds up to me now because it is really fun in the graveyard.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I heard something.
I
Did you
heard
hear
something.
that? What was that?
So
Anyway,
what did Instagram say? What did they pick?
oh yeah, let's pull it up.
Let's pull it up.
A lot of people I know said Haunted Mansion. Hold
I
on one
saw a
second.
lot of Peter Pan in there.
Lord, the kids come out. Okay,
We should have put a poll on there.
I should have. Would have
We
made it
should do that
better.
in the next one. Yeah.
50 comments. Haunted Mansion, Haunted Mansion. Oh, some people said multiple.
Yeah. What was the
Okay,
first
so
one?
lots of Haunted Mansions, lots of Peter Pans,
That's to be
and one
expected.
Carousel of Progress.
Freaking Mike.
Yeah, that's
Lord
so
Vader
funny.
was like Carousel of Progress. Was that
Okay,
even
they look
an
like
opening?
they're
That wasn't an opening day attraction, though.
no, and someone else said Space Mountain.
Oh, bless her heart.
Bless their heart.
Bless
It's
it.
okay. I'm looking now, and Haunted Mansion totally won, but Peter Pan was second, and that's
Yeah.
crazy because there's 14 things on the list. So between those two,
Yeah. That's to be expected, though, honestly.
yeah, they're the most entertaining for sure.
They are. Most people rope drop them in anything.
Rope drop? I wouldn't know. I have no idea. I don't rope drop. I like sleeping in.
Yeah. It's usually
I have
It's
to like.
usually Jungle
I
Cruise
feel
or
like
Peter Pan is what they rope drop.
Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
I think like if I rope, why is Haunted Mansion not open?
I think they're just trying to get to the first thing as soon as they can, like the shortest route. Because Haunted Mansion
Peter
isn't
Pan
really
is long.
Well, here's the reason Peter Pan's long is because how the ride moves.
I was
It's a
gonna say
slower
Haunted Mansion is
pace.
constant
Yeah, it's a slower pace ride. They only have so many like
cars.
boats or cars,
Yeah,
whatever you want to call it. And then the queue is like all over the place.
yeah.
Okay, friends, that was us rating the top 14 opening day attractions, excluding
The Dapper Dance. I'm
the
not gonna lie, I
shooting,
like the
the
Dapper
shooting
Dance.
arcade, and Swiss Family Treehouse.
What would be, should we ask them what would be your top attraction
Yeah,
for
tell
opening
us
it?
your top. Tell us your top attraction in the comments below,
Comment below.
and we will list ours in the description. And then
If you want
next
to
week,
throw in your least favorite, we'll take it.
yes, put your rating. Do all 14. Go for it.
Do
Let's
all
get
14.
nuts.
Yeah. Get crazy. Get
Get
mad.
crazy with it. Get mad. Next
Butter?
week. Butter.
Butter.
Next week on the Mad Tea, we will discuss music for all of the Magic Kingdom attractions.
Music that we think could possibly be added to each ride.
Live music. Not live music.
Live?
Just music.
There's live
No.
bands playing in the car next to you. Some guy next to you on the ride with a guitar.
Aerosmith's behind you on the roller coaster,
Staring.
just jamming. Oh,
Screaming.
that's
That's
awesome.
so-
Until next week for the Mad Tea Party, I'm Russ.
I'm Sam. I think there's like a delay in the headphones. Go ahead. You have to say that again. We need bloopers.
Bloopers.
Yeah. All the times we're trying to talk over each other. Okay, go on.
Yeah. What was I saying?
Until next time,
Oh, yeah.
folks.
Until next time, friends. This is the Mad Tea with Russ. I'm Russ. Holy shit.
And I'm Sam.
I'm Sam with Sam.
I'm Sam with Sam. It's me. I'm Sam.
All right. Until next time, folks.
You want to say until next time?
Yeah. Until next time.
I have an excellent idea.
All right, let's do that whole thing again.
Say it. If we actually play this, people would laugh so hard.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, go on.
Until next time, for the Mad Tea, I'm Russ.
I'm Sam. You want me to keep going?
Yes.
Yes, I have an excellent idea.
Let's change the subject.
Bye.